Hi everyone, welcome again, Sisters Keeper. If you're new to my channel, I'm Anu. Please subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos with your friends and your fam. So today's video is about a third symptom of perimenopause, which is anemia, which doctors simply define as lack of blood or a low level of blood. And I'm going to tell you about my own experience. I'm going to tell you why. So we get anemia when our periods are quite irregular, and sometimes they're really heavy and they keep coming one after the other, and then the time in between cycles sometimes is really short, because sometimes you could have your period like every 17 days or every 15 days and it's really heavy. You're losing quite a lot of blood, so it'd be a good thing to go see your doctor if this is what happens to you. But I'm going to tell you another story about anemia. I learned about anemia the hard way. Years ago, a family member of mine had to have surgery, and I was told that we needed to get the male members of the family to come and donate blood. And I was wondering why we have to get the male members of the family, and I was asking the guy at the lab why we have to get the male, and he wasn't saying anything. He just said, oh, just go get the male members. I didn't agree. I wondered why. I thought it was a thing about courage. Maybe he thought we would be afraid of the needle, or we wouldn't have enough time. Anyway, I volunteered. I said I was going to give blood regardless of if he liked it or not. Before then, I felt a bit weak or woozy, but I didn't pay much attention to that. So he told me that we were going to do a simple test before I started donating blood. So he told me he was going to do like a pin prick in my finger, and he'll squeeze a drop of my blood into some clear container which had like some bluish liquid in it, and that if my PCV, which is was high, the blood will sink to the bottom of that container. If my PCV, which is a way of telling something to do with the health of your red blood cells, is medium or so, the drop of blood will just hang somewhere like in the middle, float in the middle of the container. And if it just dropped on the top, it meant that my PCV was low and maybe I was anemic. So I said, let's go for it. So here he goes with the pin, and then there's a pin prick, and he drops my blood into it. And would you believe it? The drop of blood got to the surface, and when it got to the surface, it just scattered and wasn't even there. Oh my gosh. Thinking about what he said concerning PCV, that means that I was probably anemic, and that's why I had been feeling weak and woozy, and I really was in no way to give blood. I just hung my head humbly. I went to go find my brothers to be able to donate the blood. So I've learned now that apparently period blood is the same blood that goes around your body, and if you lose too much of it, it's not a good thing. So if you're bleeding and it's really heavy, your period is coming very quickly in between, not your regular cycle, you need to try to see your doctor so they can get that stopped, so that you don't get into any trouble or with having a lack of blood. So I learned something new about anemia. Next video, I'll be talking about another interesting symptom on perimenopause, which keeps coming wave after wave after wave. Until then, take good care of yourself. Don't forget to be your sister's keeper, and I'll talk to you later.